Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back again today with another 6 trades. Today's date is May the 3rd and I'm using my new Pro Scalper trading system. Now as you can see down at the bottom with the 6 trades, 2 of them were done. The top 2 here was done at 1941, which happens to be a New York time, would be 7:41 and 7:53 last night in this general area, and I let them run as the market structure was telling me that it was in an up cycle. So before I get into these trades, I would like to inform you that all trading systems will work less than 50% of the time. That of course includes all my trigger systems. Now it took me 8 years and over 700 trading systems to learn that. Now if you want to get that up to more than 80% success rate, you will have to learn how to trade the flow of the market, which is what I teach. You will also have to learn trade management and money management. To be successful in trading, all you need is a lot of education and a lot of chart time. I provide the education. You must buy education, and then you must do the homework, or you will fail at trading. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. This will encourage me to do more of these videos. And if you leave your name and email address, I'll put you on my email list for free weekly trading tips. So now we can get into the trade, starting with the 2 trades from last night. Pound New Zealand is the first trade, so let's drag and drop this up. As I said, I got in. I did get a signal here to buy. I checked the higher time frames. I checked market structure, and it was saying the market's going to go up. So that's exactly what I did. Now it did do a bit of a cycle down, and I was prepared for that, as I kept a close eye on it. And finally it did go through the London, and when I got up this morning, I was hoping it was just going to do a cycle here, go up and break the top, but when I saw it not going much more, I decided to close out my trade at this point. I took the trade at this cursor and I closed out the trade. It looks like I ended up with 44 pips. And those 44 pips on the Pound New Zealand trade paid $3,230. And this trade, when I did take the trade, it did qualify for a great way to trade, as I teach within the training videos. Okay, let's move on to the next trade, Euro Aussie. Let's take a look at this trade right here. Drag and drop this up. Had the signal from the Pro Scalper to sell right from here. So as it was dropping, I decided to take the trade. I should have closed it out over here, but I had some distractions and I didn't quite catch it. So I decided, after I checked out market structure from the higher time frames, I knew that it was going to give me some pips. Now I did keep an eye on the trade. Did go in my favor, went sideways, went against me around 20-25 pips. Let's see. Yeah, 24-25 pips. But I knew right away this morning, by the time I got this sell signal, that I was going to grab some pips. And I just decided to close the trade. I was happy with the 13 pips. And 13 pips on the Euro Aussie paid $1,007. Now, if you're the type of trader who likes to stay in a trade and grab more pips, as you can see, there was like another 20 more pips here. I actually teach how you can stay in a trade and get those extra pips. But my goal on a daily trading day is 100 or more pips. And I just keep an eye on the total at the bottom And when I'm around 100 or more pips, then I close out the trades. And the bulk of these trades were hovering right around 1030, except for the first one here. Also keep in mind, every time it changes from blue to red or red to blue, the system, the Pro Scalper, will give a pop-up window as such, telling you whether you should be buying or selling, and it gives you the time. So it draws your attention to the pairs, and you can put it on every pair that you desire to put it on. Your choice. So moving on to the next trade, which was the pound CAD. Let's see where I got in at. The rest of these trades were around 7:30, 7:40 this morning, New York time. In other words, in this blue box area, you can clearly see we're in a buy cycle. Scalpers saying to buy from back here. The charts is a very good example of a great way to trade, which comes with a very high success rate. I just teach the best possible price entry, and this was a pretty good entry. Here would have been the best, obviously. Could have ended up with about 10 pips more, but not a big deal. I knew it was going to go up, and I grabbed some pips. Looks like 48 pips here. These pound pairs were moving today based on pound strength. It was strong, and it is still fairly strong. And those 48 pips on this pound CAD trade paid $3,824. Let's move on to the next trade, pound Aussie. Let's see where I got in at. Again this morning at this cursor. I was a little bit impatient, as in real time when I saw it going up. It could have just as easily gone straight up, but I knew the most it'll come back to is the moving averages. And it did do that. It went against me like about 19 pips. And after I saw it not moving anymore, I just decided to close out the trade. Looks like with 13 pips. And 13 pips on the pound Aussie paid $1,008. And again, this is a very good example, a chart example, what the chart should look like when you're trading, a great way to trade. Moving on to the Euro CAD. Let's see what this trade looks like. This one, drag and drop it up. Now this one right here, I was just waiting for the pullback, took the trade, but it wouldn't give me much more pips. Not a big deal. Did go against me around 10 or 11 pips, and I closed it out. Looks like this trade with 13 pips also, and 13 pips on the Euro CAD paid $1,058. You now should realize why I do 3 or more trades a day, because some of these trades are only 10 or 15 pips, and other ones are 40, 50 pips. Unfortunately, I don't know. Nobody knows. All you can do is put in trades, and the ones that are moving, then you're just going to grab those pips. And that is why I do between 5 and 10 trades on a daily basis, because I know that some of these trades will be producing much more than 10 pips. So you can just keep that trading tip in mind. Last pair I did, pound dollar. Perfect example of a great way to trade. Everything looks fantastic. We're in a buying mode. Got his pop-up signal right at this point at 3:15 in the morning. London kicked in here, gave this push, and New York kicked in around 8 o'clock, and it gave this push right here. So right at 7:30 this morning, I pulled the trigger. Around that time, 7:44. did go against me a little bit, looks like about 15 pips, but I knew with about a 95% certainty I was going to get some pips. Ended up with 36 pips, and 36 pips on the pound dollar paid $3,500. So I have another great day of trading. Today's trades did produce 166 pips, and those 166 pips paid $13,628. Now, if your system is not producing great results, like my Pro Scalper, I suggest you get your hands on it. Now all you have to do is look right below this video and you'll see this write-up. It's my Pro Scalper system. I do charge $250 for it. Now I teach how to trade the flow of the market. Remember, if you don't learn this, none of the systems will work that good for you. Once you learn this, then you'll get a much higher success rate. Now my Pro Scalper system comes with 4 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. Comes with 5 MT4 templates, 10 custom indicators, and of course my favorite meter. Now I also give a lot of PDF books, a lot of Word documents, and that's what you're going to need. As I mentioned earlier, a lot of education. Now there's a lot of ways to trade. I do teach a lot of ways to trade. That's why there's 42 training videos, and I threw in 9 bonus videos. Now I'm only going to talk about this very first one because this is the way I look to trade every day. A great way to trade looks exactly like this on the right hand side. Now you can put this video on pause, read about all the different ways that I teach you how to trade. If you have any questions at all you got to do is pick up the phone and call me. And of course, if you live too far, you can easily just send me an email. Now I really do prefer Skype. Made it easy for you. You just have to click on this link and we'll have Skype connection, and through Skype screen sharing I'll give you a free session, answer your questions, and give you some free tips and tricks. Really, it should help your trading for totally free. And if you click on this link right here, you'll see 32 screenshots of all the different trigger systems I've been building over the years. So that just about wraps up this video, and I'll repeat it again. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trade, good luck with your trading, and remember to keep yourself and your family safe, okay? Bye for now.